day, viewers. My name is Isma'Il Tukur, Kaura, and here is the news from News and Current Affairs Aluma television station here in Gusau. First, the headlines. Bandits operating in some part of Zamfara communities relocate to Katsina State following continuous attack by the military. Aircraft crash landed in Abuja on Sunday. Civil society legislative falls $800 million borrowing over fuel subsidy removal. Economic Monitoring Alliance Organization commenced Giwa Project 2 by the Nigerian military. Nigerian government airlifts all stranded students in Sudan. Now the news in details. Hundreds of tourists led by a notorious bandit, Dankarami, have reportedly located from Zamfara to areas between Safana and Basari local government areas of Katsina State. Villagers said the tourists were escaping from the military onslaught in Zamfara State. They were said to have moved into Sakia, Runka, Gora, Labu, and other communities in the two local governments, respectively. Villagers said the terrorists have teamed up with another terrorist, bandit Osman Modi, who have been terrorizing residents of the area. The villagers said that the terrorists, in a large number and heavily armed, moved to area with many herd cattle, but it's not clear whether the bandits were on transit or setting up a new base in the area. They therefore appealed to the military and Katsina State government to respond promptly and deny the terrorists any space to operate within the areas. When contacted, Ibrahim Ahmad Katsina, special advisor on security to Governor Aminu Masari, said only the security forces could comment on the matter. However, the spokesperson of the police command in the state, CSP Gambo Isa, said they were investigating the veracity of the information. A Max Air aircraft reportedly conveying passengers from Adamawa State crash-landed upon getting to Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, on Sunday. There was panic at the Abuja airport on Sunday when the aircraft crash-landed after the tire reportedly burst to flames. The aerodrome rescue and the firefighting service operators at the airport were swiftly deployed to the scene to put the fire off. Former president of the Nigerian Medical Association, Dr. Mike Ogrima, who gave an account of the incident to newsmen, was quoted as saying that the tire burst occurred after the takeoff at Yola Airport in Adamawa State. However, the aircraft crash-landed in Abuja with emergency officials already on the ground to put off the fire before the passengers disembarked right on the runway. The Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center has queried the federal government over the World Bank $800 million loan to the country as a palliative to cushion the effect of the proposed fuel subsidy removal by June. The executive director of the center, Awal Musa Rafsanjani, in a statement, lamented the nonchalant attitude displayed by the President Muhammadu Buhari's administration toward the country's crippling debt crisis. He said that borrowing to fund post-fuel subsidy removal palliatives is strange, noting that if the fuel subsidy removal process has been suspended as announced by the Minister of Finance after the next meeting at the end of April, then the government should return the borrowed money. Mr. Rafsanjani said that fear of the country getting another $800 million loan from the World Bank sent waves of worries at the minds of Nigerians as Nigeria's revenue collection in 2022 stood at 10 trillion naira with a debt of about 77 trillion naira, respectively. He explained that in 2023, Nigeria paid about 7 trillion in fuel subsidy, and in 2023 from January to June, when the country intends to stop paying the subsidy, is 3.6 trillion. So if Nigeria is paying such amount of money when the subsidy is removed, the country should have enough saving instead of taking additional loans to force fuel subsidy removal. You are watching the news from News and Current Affairs Alumma television station here in Gusau. Before we go on break, let us remind you of our headlines. Bandit operating in some part of Zamfara community relocates to Katsina State following continuous attack by the military. Aircraft crash landed in Abuja on Sunday. Civil Society Legislative holds $800 million loan over fuel subsidy removal. In part 2, when we returns, Economic Monitoring Alliance Organization commends GIWA Project 2 by the Nigerian military. Nigerian government airlifts all the stranded students in Sudan. We'll be right back.
Al'umma TV nagari na kowa.
Welcome back. You are watching the news from News and Current Affairs Alumma television station here in Gusau. Now the rest of the news. The Economic Monitoring Alliance, a non-governmental organization, has described the recent inaugurated secure communication network for the armed forces code named GIWA 2 project as a boost to Nigerian security and economy. The group gave the commendation in a statement by its chairman, Mr. Bola Adegoke, in Abuja. The GIWA project is designed to provide secure means of communication, real-time instant reporting, as well as information exchange between the armed forces of Nigeria and other security agencies. It is expected to bring about enhanced collaboration between intelligence and the entire security community. Adogeke said the group joined President Muhammadu Buhari and the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) communication team to commend the armed forces of Nigeria under the leadership of General Loki Erabo for such innovation. According to him, an improved and a secure communication system will enhance ongoing operation of the military and other security agencies, thereby making it safer for the economic activities to thrive. He attributed the strength of the military in an advanced country to the secure communication network. The fourth batch of 410 stranded Nigerians evacuated from the conflict-ridden Sudan has arrived at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, on Sunday. The news agency of Nigeria, NAN, reported that the evacuees arrived at the pilgrims terminal of the airport at exactly 10:45 a.m. on board a Max Air from Egypt. Dr. Sani Gorzo, Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, said 732 Nigerians arrived the country via Asma and Taco Airlines from the Egypt borders. According to him, no Nigerian is left at Egypt border as all Nigerians at the point had been evacuated, adding that what remains is the Port Sudan side, and that will be completed in the next few days. He said arrangement had also been put in place to evacuate the Nigerians who flee Sudan to Ethiopian and Saudi Arabia borders back to the country. He added that a move-up service had been put in place beyond the main pace of evacuation to bring back any Nigerian who wish to return home. That's the news from News and Current Affairs Aloma television station here in Gusau. But before we go, let us remind you about our major headlines. Bandit operations in some part of Zamfara community relocates to Katsina State following continuous attack by the military. You heard that aircraft crash landed in Abuja on Sunday. You also heard that civil society legislative falls $800 million borrowing over fuel subsidy removal. We also told you that Economic Monitoring Alliance commend GIWA Project 2 by the Nigerian military. And lastly, Nigerian government airlifted all the stranded students in Sudan. Be a patriotic citizen and report any suspicious movement around you. On behalf of the production crew, the news editor, I am Isma'Il Tukur Kaura, saying bye for now.